Beatrix Potter was born on the 28th of July 1866, and her creative life is remembered at the World of Beatrix Potter attraction at Bowness in the Lake District. Here the enchanting world of Beatrix Potter is recalled. As a child, Beatrix and her brother Bertram had numerous small animals as pets, which they observed closely and drew endlessly. Their grandfather hailed from Derbyshire, but they were brought up in London. Summer holidays were spent in Scotland and in the Lake District, where Beatrix developed a love of the natural world, which was a subject of her paintings from an early age. When nearly 40, she bought Hilltop Farm near the small village of Sawrey, near Windermere. Earlier, she had had success illustrating cards and booklets, and turned to writing short stories, publishing in 1901 The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Soon after, her career developed, and she became unofficially engaged to her publisher Norman Warne in 1905, but he died suddenly a month later of leukemia. In 1913, Beatrice married a local solicitor and became a prosperous sheep farmer, and took a keen interest in land preservation.
Come The Tale of Peter Rabbit, this story proved an instant success and was the first of 23 animal tales. The Tale of Squirrel Nutkin also appeared in a picture letter, this time to Noel's sister, Nora. Beatrix had heard an American legend about squirrels sailing over the water on rafts, using their tails as sails, and turned this idea into a delightful story about squirrels searching for nuts on a wooded island, home of fierce old Brown the owl. Like Peter Rabbit, Benjamin Bunny was another of Beatrix's pets, whom she would take for walks on a leather lead. He appears as Peter's cousin in The Tale of Benjamin.
Other characters included Mr. Todd the Fox and Jemima Puddle Duck. The Flopsy Bunnies, Pigling Bland, Johnny Townmouse and Samuel Whiskers. In fact, Beatrix Potter was very fond of mice, and also penned The Tale of Mrs. Tittlemouse and The Tale of Two Bad Mice. Another favourite character was Mr. Jeremy Fisher. Beatrix died in 1943 at the age of 77 from pneumonia, by which time she had published over 20 books, including 2 volumes of nursery rhymes, Apply Dappleys and Cecily Parsleys. Her artistic interests were deeply influenced by fairies, fairy tales and fantasy. She had grown up loving the fairy tales of Grimm and Hans Christian Andersen, and the Brer Rabbit stories had been family favourites. In her later years, Beatrix lived in Lindeth Howe, a large house near Windermere, and became very community-minded, serving on various committees and councils responsible for footpaths and other rural issues. She was credited with preserving much of the land which now comprises the Lake District National Park, and she left a large estate to the National Trust. Her best-known character is probably still Peter Rabbit.